and we are back with another episode of Keep Your Hands Up with JC and J Rosa. My brother, what is good?
Chilling, man. Just got out of a $55,000 photo shoot.
I mean, boy, looking like money.
I don't know if you noticed why.
I mean, I see a lot going on, man.
Some of the decorum over.
I mean, right here. Brother. All I'm gonna say this, man, is how can I get my hands on one of those hoodies?
Gotta keep them up.
This is true. And take the shades off. Okay. Are we starting on them in 2022, huh, JC?
Hey, straight up, man. Merch.
Somebody say merch.
I think I like merch. Well, I want to do some more designs though, but I'm not gonna. I want to contact an artist and actually get like a couple different versions of what the show means, not just the general logo I have on a hat, which I now have on a hoodie, which we can put on shorts. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm just trying to will it into the universe.
We're just so hype. That's what it is, JC. Hype, no Red Bull for you, and dude, I mean, they. And bro, I mean, killing the game, right, JC? I mean, we both said, 2022 is gonna be a big year for us, and I mean, look at you already, man, just out here stunting. I think we need to make an alter ego for you.
Really?
Like, for like maybe a character down the line where it's just like you got the shades on. You know what I mean? We already got, Mountain Boy, JC.
Or like a heel? Nah, man. I'm like not gonna be the only one participating. If you're not doing
I'll do something too.
Then talk to that about yourself. Okay, I already got like 1 to 3 or 4,000.
Listen, man, it shows your range.
No.
Yeah,
you're right. It means that I'm carrying this entire show 80% of the whole way. You're right. You're right. You're just a tiny little host, homie.
Oof, man. Says the guy.
What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
Damn, man, you make me feel bad, man. But didn't you just say, hey, man, so I came unprepared, so you're gonna have to carry the show? Didn't you just say that a couple minutes ago?
I have no recollection or any recorded proof of what
this is true. This is true. This was before. You're smart. You get all those out before we start to record.
I will not perjure myself in court, sir.
There you go, man. Now, I will say I got a couple of character ideas, man. Remember we were gonna do was it history time?
Story time with Rosa.
Story time, yeah, that was a good one. Maybe when we do that
was a long time ago.
That
was like within the first like 10 episodes.
That was early, right? That was early.
That's when I was still putting pictures and everything in the podcast when I had that much time.
Yeah. Boy, so now
now it's just raw. So that's all you get.
You're lucky this shit even comes out, right?
You for real lucky it comes out within a weekly basis.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of some things we do on the show. As you guys see, we're just spitballing here. This is what we do. Maybe something when I book the damn territory, I could get on like a southern kind of thing, man. Like the old WWE wrestling days. Yeah. Let me book the damn territory. Yeah. All right. Something like that. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it, man. Okay. It was a slow week, JC. There were no fights this weekend. It's crazy, man. We went 4 weekends without fights, and then the one weekend without fights, and we're like, oh, what do we do? What's going on?
Yeah. It's because we got a hint. We got a little teaser, and then
exactly.
And then it was back to the old grindstone where it's like,
what are we gonna do, right? Did you catch? Well, Saturday I watched the Royal Rumble. That's what I did.
Oh, right.
Did you watch that? No, you didn't.
No.
Former UFC heavyweight champ, man. He won. Brock Lesnar won the Rumble.
He's in WWE right now? No freaking clue.
What, do you live on the Rock?
I thought he was retired from. Who cares? I don't.
No. He hasn't retired. But what about
I heard Ronda Rousey came back.
Ronda Rousey came back. Yes, she came back. She won the Rumble as well. Who? Bad Bunny. Did you see Bad Bunny?
No, I don't care, dude. I don't give a shit.
You're not a Bad Bunny fan?
Nah, I actually got into
it. Made the rounds though. It made the rounds though of like social media buzz, because he does well too. I'm not gonna lie, man. The dude definitely practices, and man, he does better than expected. He's better than Ronda, I'll tell you that.
Well, from when he first came, you know what's crazy? When he first dropped in the WWE, like I knew for again, I wasn't watching WWE at this point. I still haven't, but I knew for a fact this is something that I'm pretty sure he wanted to do forever as a kid, to be in the WWE. You could tell because as a megastar he is, and you're like, why the fuck would you want to be in the WWE? And then you just go in your head, if I was a kid and I'm like, when I get rich, I'm gonna go to the WWE. I completely understand. So I'm guessing that's what it was, right?
That's what it was. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, JC, is that he actually trained.
He puts in the work.
He put in the work. He went down to Orlando to their developmental center. And yo, bro, word was he put like 3-4 months living down there.
That's what's up.
And yo, every day was putting in the work. And you could tell he, you know, don't get me wrong, he's not Bret Hart. You know, he's not a worker of that caliber, but
he's a high flyer.
It's passable, man. He did a couple hurricane ranas off the top rope, you know. So good for him, man.
I respect that.
I think he's earned the respect of a lot of wrestling fans because you can tell he's put in some work, you know.
So that being said, the reason why I brought it up, like you said, it was making the rounds of like, oh, Bad Bunny's in WWE and all that shit. And like, as a person who hasn't watched it in years, but knew that Bad Bunny was in it, you know me, bro. I am a person that likes to watch chaos from afar. So I was going through the Twitter comments and just like, I wonder how these like diehard WWE fans are gonna react to this multi-million, maybe even billion, worldwide pop star who they have never heard of, and just to hear their thoughts on how they feel about this new Latino,
Latino Heat 2.0.
Nah.
Yeah, him and Rey Mysterio had a cool moment in there. They were talking.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, two fellow Latinos in there, man, and they were talking Spanish a little bit. He helped Rey Mysterio do the 619. He set somebody up for 619.
Oh, that's fucking. See, that's cool. That's like fan service. But the shit is like, there's wrestling takes place in a lot of places.
Yes,
and a lot of places that aren't too keen to newly.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, brother.
Ain't gonna say what it is, but it's been around. So so that's why I was waiting in the Twitter threads through. Bro, there's so many people with their most ignorant takes. They were like, who the fuck is this guy? No one's ever heard of Bad Bunny.
He was in a WrestleMania last year though. Match. He was in a match. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying when he first came in.
Oh, yes.
I'm not saying like, recently. I'm saying when people were like, who the fuck is this guy? No one's ever heard of him. I'm like, sheesh, papa, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about there.
He's probably one of the biggest megastars. He's only about to sell out Yankee Stadium, you know?
Bro, I would say he's the biggest megastar in the WWE.
You can make the argument. Are you going to his concert, man? Yankee Stadium?
No.
Right over the bridge, JC?
No.
No. You don't do concerts or
not anymore? I'm gonna go see Royal Blood this year, but I'm not.
I don't know if that's a.
I don't know. It's a band from the UK. They're fucking incredible. I've been following them since.
You could have said it was a video game. I don't know what the hell.
Video game concert? Oh yeah, I mean, like I will say they did
those Final like Fantasy battles.
Orchestra. Oh no, like esports? No, I don't do. I don't do why? When I could watch it at home and get drunk? Why would I want to be outside with other people?
So there would never be an esport event that would make you want to go to an arena and watch.
No. So I've gone to events where they have bars. That like. They're not specifically video game bars, but they're meant for that crowd. They have board games, they have tabletop games, they have televisions that show streams, especially if there's a like an event happening, like an esports event, they'll have a TV show on that, they'll have a streamer on here, yada yada. I go to those bars when shit like that happens if I want to be out, but
no, I feel you. I was never into like, remember back in the day, well, I'm pretty sure they still have, but like those barcades in the city and stuff.
Yeah, they still have them.
Yeah, that was never my go-to though, man. I don't know. Maybe it's a young man's game, right? Like I remember being
I'm
there.
older than you.
yeah. But like I remember being there, and I would go I maybe went like 2 or 3 times in my life. And for the first like 5 minutes, it's like, yeah, this is dope. And then it's like, all right,
well, it depends. There's 3 in the city. There's one for games from the 90s, one game from the early 2000s, and games from the 80s. So it depends on how you're feeling. But again, it's cool to a degree. because they have like super craft beers that I'm not a fan of. I just give me a nice cheap beer or a nice cocktail and I'm chilling. And then it's more of, if you're not really into or grew up playing with cabs, it's more, it's a big spectacle thing, but it's more of a icebreaker for friends that aren't really friends and kind of like let's say people from the office want to go out and they're like, yo, have you ever heard of this barcade shit? And you're like, all right, cool. And then you're there and it's like, it depends on the group of people you bring for sure. Especially if you're not into fighting games. Like fighting games or like racing games are the two biggest games that you had growing up in arcades. And those were the go-to. And if you don't have people that are that competitive, you're not
into it. You know what's crazy, JC, is we're really like the last generation that even got like, not the idea, but even like went to arcades. You know what I mean? Like those are obsolete now. You know what I mean? They're only open for nostalgia reasons, if I could speak today. And it's like, it's crazy because I remember being 9, 10, you know, you get a couple dollars from your mom and you go to the arcade. Like I literally remember that being a thing. And then it was like one night, it was like done. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, because like I could seriously do a documentary, and I really want to do a documentary on this because it's something that I was very passionate about growing up. Like the arcade, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 1, which was right outside my school next to the pizzeria and the hot dog shop. I had $2 and my mom would give me like $2 a day. So that's like 4 to 8 games that I could play. And then like, that's how I learned how to like play. Like that was the only way, because consoles were too expensive at the time.
That was the thing.
So that was the only way. And then after a while, then you could play the games at home. And parents were like, all right, cool. I don't have to worry about my kid. But I didn't have to go to Chinatown Arcade anymore because I went there like not like the fucking beasts of fighting game players that roam the land now. But like you used to go there, bro. That $2, you'd lose that shit in less than a minute.
Real quick.
In less than a minute.
Quick, fast.
Because motherfuckers were just waiting for you to take your quarters. They're like, yo, what's popping? You play Marvel vs. Capcom? You play X-Men versus Street Right? Yo, come here.
Very. Pull up. Yeah.
And then you get TOD, man. You get TOD real quick. And you're like, yo, can I even get to play?
You know what's crazy, JC? And maybe you could speak to this a little more because it sounds like you were in arcades a little bit more than me.
Oh, 100%.
And, you know, and definitely the pizza shops were a go-to as well with the arcades. But it was always like, you know, you maybe like 10, 11. And there was always like one guy who was like 18, 19.
Yep. I hated that motherfucker. I hated that dude. I hated that motherfucker. Like he would just stand. He wouldn't even play. He would sit right next to the cab and just be like waiting for people like, oh, you want to play? Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. He'll watch you play one time. And then he'll ask you, do you mind if is that all right? Yo, as soon as his hands went in his pocket, you heard the jingle of the millions of quarters of the souls that he is taking.
Bro, and he would, and maybe I'm stereotyping, but the kid would wear like, remember like sneakers were definitely dirty, cooked, baggy pants, either like a hoodie. Or some of them would wear like those. Remember when like they'd wear like those Asian shirts, those button-up shirts with like the weird designs on them?
Oh yeah. You know I had 1 or 2 of those. I was talking about those were popping though. Don't tell me you didn't have one. Did you have?
I never had one. Never
Damn, I was that good.
Yeah. Oh, even sometimes I'm thinking about right now
on the wallet.
with the chain. Shut up, yo. I was just about to say that, yo, with the chain on the wallet.
Chain on the wallet. Man. Yeah, I remember those. Ooh. I had those too. I had that shit too.
What a time, man. That was you.
13. I was 13 and greasy. I was 13 and greasy as fuck. Man, with like one fucking pimple here.
Hey, man, I still got the pimple, so hey, I can't hate on that, man.
I remember. I was me.
Or like, you know, like in the pizzeria, the joysticks would always have pizza grease on it, man.
Yeah. There's 2 of the best games that was in the pizzeria. The T2 pinball machine.
T2, yep. Shut up. Wow.
The T2 pinball machine. You had to have that one. Wow. The Ninja Turtles game and House of the Dead. House of the Dead 2.
Nah, but Marvel vs. Capcom was always in there too, though. Marvel vs. Capcom.
The pizzerias that I've gone to, I think because Marvel vs. Capcom was so popular that like
that was a classic, man.
Yeah, and then when it came home, I had it for the Dreamcast, or did I have it for the PlayStation? I can't remember. But yeah, I had it for the Dreamcast. Yeah, once that shit came home and I was like able to like play arcade games in the crib.
I was like, it was a wrap, yeah, man. It was a wrap, man. Around that PlayStation 1, end of PlayStation 1, right? Like that's when it was like, when would you say was the end of like the arcade for us? 2000?
Oh, yeah, maybe like
99, because I still feel like 99.
No, I was still going to the arcade in 99.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. To me, 90, 98, 99 is such a, you want to talk about documentary, man. That's such a special time for, you know, for kids of our generation, man. Like, you know, coming into your own. You had your PlayStation, you had the arcades, you had Pokemon cards, Game Boy Color. Like, bro, it was just,
that was the culmination. I mean, that was why that's like yeah.
What a time.
I call us Y2K kids technically, because it's like it was that time where it was full culmination, peak entertainment. You had not only that, you had shit on the go. You had Tamagotchis. You have fucking
Tamagotchis. Those are the pets, right? The little pets,
the little Gigapets. Yeah. And then there was also one that nobody talks about or ever even remembers: the Super Sumo wrestlers. Like they were like
sumo wrestlers.
Yo, my man, I'm gonna send you a pic, and you're about to be
I'm gonna Google it right now. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Super Sumo Wrestling. Gigapet.
Super sumo wrestlers.
Yeah, it was a trainer you would.
I remember these. Yeah. I remember these.
Yeah,
I never really played them, but I remember these.
You train them, feed them. Every time you walked, you trained them. So like that's how they got their workouts in. You by walking, and then if you met somebody else that had them, you would connect them and they would fight.
Yeah. I remember that. I never really got into it, but I definitely remember that. But yeah, man, that, and then you had the Attitude Era in full effect, right?
And then you had anime coming to the West. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z
had just hit. Bro, it was everything. This is like the shit. This was the shit that made us like who we are. And it's like, wow, I'm looking back and now thinking about it, just like, God damn.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. I mean, 1 second, as Mason just came into the bedroom.
Hey, buddy.
Come on.
That's funny. But yeah, 98, 99, 2000s. Those were the time. That was I somewhat had internet.
What happened?
Oh no, I'm talking to the.
Just talking about
Yeah, I'm just talking.
Yeah. Boy, Mason say, you guys got to change the subject, man. You guys are talking about the old days too much, man.
Hey, that's what we do.
Woo, what a time, brother. What a time, man. But yo, let's get into some MMA talk right now, man. Although it was a slow week, like we said earlier, a lot of news kind of popped off, man. Midweek last week, we got the word Olivera versus Gaethje.
Yes.
May 7th, right? May 7th.
Yeah. Official.
In Brazil?
To be determined, but I hope it is, because come on, we got two of the biggest cards on there.
I think so too, because also that's the Glover Teixeira fight as well. Yes. Glover versus Yuri.
Yes, right? Yuri.
So now let me ask you this, JC. We're not gonna break it down too much, but who main events that card? The heavyweight or the 155?
155.
I think so too.
155. Yeah,
I think so too.
I mean, it's his second title defense?
And I mean light heavyweight, but yes, 155, yes.
That's the second title defense or third?
Second,
right?
Because he beat Chandler for the belt.
Yeah.
And he defended it versus Dustin.
Right. So that's second title defense. So that's his second title defense versus would be Glover Teixeira's first, which is why I think it outranks that.
I think so too. And I am excited for this fight, man. And I mean, initially I'm kind of riding with Olivera.
Yeah, me too. I feel like he's gonna dog walk Justin Gaethje.
I don't want to say dog walk because Gaethje is a dog.
Oh no, he is.
I don't want to say dog walk, but I think right now you see it, right, JC? Like these guys go on these runs where it's like they just go on 3-4 fight streak wins, and it's just the culmination, right, of everything they've been through, and they're finally at the mountaintop. And I think Olivera is a problem for. A lot of these 155ers, man. And I don't think Gaethje's going to win. I don't count him out, but I think Olivera's going to win. And it's very telling. I don't know if you remember that interaction they had after Olivera beat Poirier. Yeah, when they were in the background. And then, Gaethje was like kind of talking to him, shaking his hand, like, oh man, good. I'm a big fan, but like a good win. And Olivera was like, yo, this guy was talking shit about me, and then he meets me in the backstage. He's like praising me. He's like, what's good? To me, I don't want to put too much into it. These guys professionals, but it's little things like that that always kind of get me. Like, you know, when Francis was walking by and Gon took it so personal, you know what I mean? It's like those little tells. I always like to see those little interactions between the fighters. And if I'm on the fence, it kind of sways me one way or the other. And right now, I'm leaning Olivera, man. I'm really leaning Olivera.
Well, you have to sometimes, I guess, ask yourself whether or not shit like that seems forced, because I feel like when Ngannou walked past Gon, I didn't see a big deal in it. I really didn't. Yeah. Not in the way that everybody was like, oh wow, I can't believe he would fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, relax. Like, he just walked past him, you know, he got nothing to say.
Yeah, but I think it's telling though. It's like, you know, we're not friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not friends. I'm were co-workers, you know, but I don't know. I just think right now, man, Oliveira's he's gonna be on a run, and we're gonna see him beat Gaethje, and then he's gonna get the winner of Islam and
Beneil.
I'm blanking. Beneil Dariush.
But
that's in 3 weeks.
Yo, bro.
We got some fights coming up.
Bro. I'm telling you straight up. I've already made my victory lap for the Beneil versus Islam fight.
Are we gonna get the abominable woodpecker?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, okay,
100%.
All right.
Pre and post.
Ooh, okay.
Pre and post. And yo, not for nothing, bro. Maybe even mid. I'll bring out the GoPro and throw out some reaction videos on the fly.
There we go. We have to get you some. We have to get some vodka, man. We have to get some vodka that night.
Hell yeah.
You know, for the so I'm definitely excited about that. Really cool. I mean, we always say, I feel like we're so repetitive with this, man, but there's so many good fights on the docket coming up right now, man. Shout out to Francis one more time, man. I think it's, you know, we spoke about this last week. Oh, shout out to Will, man. Will was on the show last week.
Yeah.
Had a good episode, and I just want to, you know, Francis. I don't want to take too much time, JC, but it's looking more and more like he's out. They're not going to re-up. They're not going to resign, and I'm okay with that, man. I want him to go box Tyson Fury's tweeting at him even more. I want to see it, man. I want to see Francis go out there and fight Tyson Fury, get his money, and have a successful surgery and all that stuff, man.
We got to link up for that fight for sure. That fight is gonna be that's a good fight night. Like that's a good main event.
That's good, man. That's good. Sign me up. Yo, JC, man. I know you're always on Twitter and you're on the social medias, man, right? You know, you're looking around stuff. Did you see? Made the rounds today, man. Made the rounds a lot. Today's the anniversary of the Nick Diaz Anderson Silva fight, right? And you see the famous if you go on ESPN MMA, the lay down, JC, the famous Nick Diaz lay down. Looking back at it, man, I rewatched that fight. It was such a weird fight, dude. It was so weird, man. And it was a no contest because Anderson Silva, he got popped for steroids. How the hell is there a flying?
Damn, it's been a long time. There it is.
You see it?
Yeah.
And all the fighters kind of, you know, tweeting about it. It got me to thinking, man, I want to see Nick Diaz fight again. I didn't like the way he went out with Robbie. I think we need, maybe even if it's a trilogy with Robbie, or give Nick another fighter, another elder statesman. But I would like to see Nick fight again.
I mean, you know what was the most, and this is so heartbreaking. When you try to explain the career of Nick to a casual,
good luck,
right?
Man.
And then they watch the Lawler fight. It's heartbreaking. It's like,
it's tough, yeah.
Because you remember the hype that was, it wasn't even weeks. It was probably even like a month and a half where like the UFC was really like, yo, Nick is back.
Yeah.
And you were like, holy shit, really?
Yeah. I mean, we talk so much shit about the Diaz brothers, but they're just entertaining, man.
They're great. They're fucking great. Anytime, yo, it's not even a Nate or Nick Diaz fight night. They're walking into the Coliseum or whatever. They're walking into the arena and they get cameras on them. They got a full fucking squad just for them to go to their fucking seats.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%, man. I mean, they are, you know, they were McGregor before McGregor, right? You know, that's why
they were rumblers.
Yeah, that's why
they were brawlers.
Nate Diaz called out McGregor. Remember? He was like, "You taking everything I work for." You remember after that big win? And it's true, man. They were McGregor before McGregor, man. The shit talkers, the braggadocious guys.
Yeah, it was street though. They was a little too street. They was a little too street.
The Stockton slap, right? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, straight up.
That was all them, So you got to give credit where credit's due, man. And I'm excited for that. Hopefully, the buzz around this anniversary will get, Nick thinking again about what he wants to do in that respect.
I don't see it happening, honestly. I don't see him fighting again because the way he was fighting Lawler too, I was like, he doesn't want to be in that octagon.
Yeah, you could
maybe he did it for the bread.
He still looked good though, but he still
for a little while. I mean, he started with a fucking spinning heel,
that was
spinning
crazy.
back heel, if I remember right.
That was crazy. Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing? All right, that's how you start. And I think he missed and fell.
Yeah, that was crazy.
God, I was at work watching that shit on my phone. Like,
what card was that?
Ooh,
that was
God damn.
It's all good, man.
Hold on, give me a sec. I know Jessica Andrade fought that night. She was the before the co, which was Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler, and then it was wasn't it?
Was that Valentina fight? 266.
Yes. Okay. Valentina was the co-main. I remember because I was
that
on
was
my
Ortega
way home.
and
Volkanovski. Yes.
Okay, that was Ortega. That was September. Yep. Valentina. Yep.
Because I remember the co-main was Valentina, and I had gotten home right around the time that she.
Yeah. So that was September. So not too long ago, but we'll see, man. I mean, we'll see how that goes, brother. Let's talk about a little brother, right? Nate, right? So this is what I wanted to talk about, JC. Did you see the pictures making the rounds this weekend of Dustin Poirier standing next to Fedor? So it was, I think Dustin was at the Bellator this weekend. One of his teammates was fighting. And just do me a favor, JC. You know your computer. Can you just Google Dustin Poirier and Fedor, Fedor? Just look at this picture.
They were side by side.
Yes. And the thing was that made this so interesting was look how big Dustin Poirier looks.
Yeah. I remember watching that.
Yeah. So he looks huge. And then somebody tweeted, "Yo, Dustin looks like he's 175 pounds right now." And he tweeted 182. 182 pounds. Now, the reason this is so intriguing to me is, are we getting a Dustin 170 run?
I mean, at this point, Dustin needs to do something. At this point, Dustin needs to do something. And 155 ain't doing shit for him.
No. 155 to me with Dustin is over, especially as you get older. It's harder to make those weight cuts. I think 155 goes to bed. I think we're going to get Dustin versus Nate at 170 pounds. And then we're going to get Dustin up out of here. I'm sorry, we're gonna get Nate up out of here, and then we're gonna get Dustin to make.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I'm sorry. No, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet, Dustin. You're still one of the fan favorites. I think we're gonna get a run for Dustin at 170, and there are a lot of fun fights for him there, JC.
Oh, a bunch. But if he could bounce around between 170 and 180, 185.
Yeah, I think 170 might be his sweet spot right now because you think about it. Let me just throw some fights out there, right? So Dustin fights Nate, right? Nate, let's say Nate wins, right?
Right.
That's good. I mean, I'm sorry, let's say Dustin wins, right? Let me book the damn territory for you real quick, man.
Jimmy the Hot Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, man. Now we're down here, right here, boys, and we're gonna book some fights up, man.
put some weight in your mouth.
Yeah, I need some tobacco right now, man. I need some tobacco, but we're gonna workshop the character, guys. We're gonna workshop it, but right now I'll book the damn territory, and so say Dustin beats Nate. Right? Okay. Dustin beats Nate. Now, you got a fight coming up in March. Colby versus Masvidal. Right? Now, why don't we just put Dustin versus Nate on the March card? They'll co-main, and we get Colby versus Masvidal, right? So that's one part. But this is the real
super card.
Come on, Papa. This is what we're doing.
That's a super card.
This is what we're doing out here. We booked the damn territory, man. I gotta work on my southern accent.
All right, fuck it. I'll take
it. All right. So now, all seriousness, all jokes aside. So now we get Colby. We both think is gonna beat Masvidal. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So now you say, you know what, Mr. Covington, Mr. Poirier, you guys had some beef right? You guys, Colby's talked some shit about Dustin.
He sure as hell has.
You guys are both, on a one fight win streak. Why don't we just pair you two up? We get another grudge match here. So now we get Dustin versus Colby at 170, and you just say, you know what? Whoever you guys win, you get to fight Usman.
Whoa. Slow it down. Let's get Usman.
Usman Leon. No, that's already done. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. No disrespect to Leon Edwards and Shadi don't come, looking for us. In this scenario, Usman is fighting Leon Edwards, and then the winner of Colby and Dustin gets Usman.
Okay, I mean, shit.
Does that intrigue you a little bit?
Man? That's 100% beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful pairing up of the minds.
This is what we do, man. This is what we do. So go ahead.
I'll go ahead and say I'll take Dustin Colby versus I'll say the winner of Usman Leon, not Usman, because I'm not saying
that's
I'll say the winner of instead of saying Usman. And let me get more. Let it first get official, and then let's lead up into it, and then I'll make a decision.
Oh, so you're saying I already, you
already
over
said,
Leon. Oh yeah, Leon already lost. Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Leon already lost.
Yeah, in my books, he's already down for the count. No, I don't think he gets knocked out. I think Usman wins the decision, but
I don't know either. Yeah. But I will say I don't want to live in a world where I know who's gonna win. I don't like that shit. I don't think that shit will benefit me. Like if I'm just like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. This person's gonna win. I like to keep the bit of optimism. Optimism. I can use words just so I could take that to the bet table. That's the only reason.
So you okay? All right. I'm not mad at it. Now we both know you're gonna pick Usman to win, but that's okay. But
we'll get to that bridge when we get to it.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because we both know what's gonna happen there. Now, speaking about fights, JC, that have been already booked. And I don't know if they both have been kind of rumored, and I think we're gonna get these, right? And this is gonna be a opportunity to get a double sign me up going on right now. Okay. So now let me just announce these. Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson.
How do you feel about that?
Sign me up.
Okay. All right.
Now one more for you real quick.
Here we go.
Vicente Luque.
Okay.
Versus Bilal Muhammad.
Okay.
Sign me up.
I got one more for you. If you haven't put it down.
Please. I have another one here.
This is being eyed for May.
I have another one here, but I think we're on the same wavelength here. Go ahead.
Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev. Shut up. Me up.
You just took my whole catchphrase there, man.
Straight up, man. Come on, son. How long have we been saying, like, can you imagine those two?
I mean, Papa, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? If I can get those 3 fights for the rest of the year, I'll be happy.
I think we will.
I'll be happy. Yeah, I think we will.
I think we will. I think 100%. I think all those fights are going to happen before June.
Yes.
All 3 of those are going to happen before June.
Yes. Now, the most important of those, it's going to be Khamzat versus Burns, because I think if you're the UFC and you book that fight, there's no way that if Khamzat doesn't beat Burns, he's not getting a title fight. There's no way.
Yeah.
The whole scenario I just gave about Dustin Poirier, Colby, all that stuff, Khamzat goes out there and makes light work of Gilbert Burns. I don't think he will.
Which is crazy already saying that.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Yeah. But if he somehow taps him or KOs him, he's getting a title fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Mm-hmm. That throws a wrench into everything too.
I mean, dude, you're talking about just a freaking Swedish, Russian monkey wrench, and that just where's he? He's Sweden, right?
He's out.
He fights
Sweden.
Out of Sweden.
He fights out of Sweden, but he's from Dagestan, I think. If I'm
not I don't think it's Dagestan. I think it's one of those other kind of Russian, borderland areas.
Hold on.
Yeah. But while you look that up, I mean, Papa, if we get Khamzat in there, I mean,
it's a wrap. That is danger. He's Chechnya.
Chechen.
Like, he's
okay.
Russian. Like he's not even. He's Russian. My man. That's what I'm talking about. That's my boy right there, son.
So I mean, 170 right now is just it's crazy right now. It's crazy, but I think that's the most important fight. You got Vicente versus Bilal, which I'm a big fan of both those guys. That's gonna be a hell of a fight, and I think Tony versus Chandler, we're gonna get like it's gonna be a barn burner, man. Tony already has beef with Chandler. Remember he was like, "You skipped the line, you owe me."
Yeah, goddamn. Well, here's the shit though. Tony's got beef with everyone.
I love it. Although Tony loses, man, I love it. What's the champ shit only? He's out there he makes animated videos of him disrespecting Khabib. I don't know if you've seen this recently. He still thinks Khabib is gonna fight him. He's
delusional. He's delusional.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. He's walking around with a baseball. That's what he does, man.
Here's what happens. He loses, he retires. Chandler
loses.
I don't think so. Chandler retires to be a full-time commentator.
I don't think so, man. I don't think if Tony loses try, man, because he still has a lot of fight in him, man. Tony's one of those guys where he's gonna go off on his shield. You're gonna have to drag his carcass out of the octagon for him to give it up.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. And I get it though. That's his technically that's his fighting style. He doesn't stop. His cardio is ridiculous. And it's like, how the fuck are you still fighting? That's how he is. You could almost break his arm and he still won't tap. That's the
I was just about to say that. I mean, that's you saw the position Olivera had, and then Tony was talking shit to Dustin. He's like, "You tapped out. You never had me tap out like that." You know what I mean? Like, it's who he is, man.
He's on another level, and it's crazy because you would think in his latter years that would slowly start to.
I think he's more crazy as he's gotten older,
and that's what I find scarier. And I'm not necessarily to the opponent in the octagon, but to his own health. Like, it's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta be like, bro, this isn't where you're on. What, 4-fight losing streak at this point?
What
Gaethje, are we doing?
Olivera, and then who's the guy who just beat him? Was it Bilal who just beat him? No, not Bilal. It might have been Luke who just beat him. Somebody just beat him.
1 second. Where is even Tony Ferguson? He's number 7.
Damn, they still got him at 7? Good for the UFC.
Wasn't it RDA?
No. RDA's got a fight coming up soon too, though. Who did he just lose to? We were just talking about him.
1 segundos minutos. Benil,
right? It was Belil Muhammad, right?
See. The last fight. The last fight the last Tony dominated. I mean, Tony got dominated. Was Donald Cerrone, Cowboy, and that was in 2019. Then Gaethje, Olivera, Darius. So he's on a 3-fight losing streak. Oh, Darius. He lost to Darius, not Bilal. He lost to Darius. Yes, no, I said Benil. I didn't say. Oh, Benil. I'm sorry. Yeah. Benil. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Again, and now we're gonna get Belil versus Islam. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think Tony still has a lot of fun fights. I mean, hell, man, if he loses this one, we're talking about Nick Diaz. Let me get Tony versus Nick. Let's do that, and let's all bow into the sunset. Yeah. Like, let's have some fun fights, man. We'll have some fun fights left on that end. One more quick hitter before we talk about this week's card, JC. Yeah. Did you see the news about Usman? I think it's in a GQ article. He was talking about how he potentially, before Izzy went to go fight Jan, Usman was thinking about going up to 205, and he felt like Jan was a good matchup for him. He felt like he could. What's up with all these guys, man? They don't respect the Polish power, man. I don't know. But he felt like he could have potentially got a title fight but Izzy kind of jumped the line. And what does Usman walk around at though? I think around 205. I think around 195 to 205, around that range. I don't know, man. I don't know if the power's there. I don't know if the power's there whatsoever. I don't think it would have been a power. I think he would have tried to out wrestle him. Okay, I think that would have been the game plan. But I don't know, man. We always talk about it, right? If you want to be, this is the one thing I kind of hold and nitpick about Khabib, right? You got to get the double champ if you really want to be the greatest of all time, and I think that's why John Jones is doing it. We got DC, you got Cejudo, hell, McGregor was a double champ, GSP double champ. Everything all right with your headphones there, man? Or you just we're good. Or you just mad at my takes? You don't want to listen to me talk bad about Khabib? Nah. Yeah, actually, honestly, yo, I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to talk about that dude again.
Khabib, what's going on? You don't like Eagle FC, man?
Well, fuck. First of all, fuck a UFC.
Hey, the newest promoter, man. The Eagle FC. They'll sign Dustin Poirier, 165 pounds.
Man, say, yo, if y'all don't feel good, you come over to Eagle FC and you're good.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's no women's division.
Yeah, no.
That's already
division.
Upsetting.
No
I would
ring
love
girls,
to see,
right?
No ring girls.
Yeah. It's all.
I would love to see how Russian women like fucking dominate.
They probably get it popping. They probably get it popping.
But we will never know that. And that's heartbreaking right there.
That's Khabib, man. That's the way he rolls, man. The crazy thing is, man, I feel like Dana, if it was anybody else, Dana wouldn't like, because Khabib kind of talks a little, like he says little snide comments about the UFC. He takes little jabs at them. And it's weird, right? Because I feel like as anybody else, Dana would have been shit on them, but he kind of is just quiet. You know what I mean?
Because I still think that Eagle FC, and I don't want to get too big, I don't want us to talk about this shit too much, but I think Dana knows that Eagle FC wouldn't exist without the UFC. So it's more of like a symbiotic relationship in the sense where maybe in a way they're scratching each other's back, maybe not financially speaking, but
also there's a lot of
talent acquisition, I would imagine.
Yeah. And there's I'm sorry to cut you off, and there's a lot of Dagestanis in the pipeline coming in right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I think that's why Dana has been like, I don't think he's been quietly. I think he has to feel like he doesn't pay attention to. He has to pretend like it doesn't exist or has to pay attention to even acknowledge it.
Yes, very much so.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, cool. Well, that's it for Eagle FC. JC, we got a fight card this weekend. Now, starts at 7:00. This is very nice for me.
It does?
Starts at 7 p.m. This time, yes. Not like last time.
Wait, I was gonna say, like, is it for real this time? Oh, it is 7 o'clock. Okay, I'm literally looking at it right now, 7 p.m.
7:00. Now, as I scroll through this card, because of the professional that I am,
nothing to be desired.
You want to talk about leaves a lot to be desired, man.
I'll watch the whole shit. Like,
no, we're gonna watch.
We're
gonna watch. I can't believe I have a fly in here, like a fruit fly or something.
Hey, man, we're healing.
Crazy.
We're healing. That means that
spring is coming.
Spring is coming. Yeah, that we don't need Groundhog Day. You got a fly in the room.
Bro, I got a fruit fly. It's like a little. I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
You better clap that shit, son.
And I'm trying. You see, I'm trying to. I'm sorry, JC. What were you gonna say?
I said I watched the fight with Shavar Rakhmonov and Carlston Harris. But other than that, I'm really not. I mean, Jack Hermanson and Sean Strickland. Come on, I'm watching the main event. That's for sure.
Okay, they got my boy Phil Hodge in here fighting. All right.
Yeah, fuck it. Saturday night fight night. Watch some fights.
Yeah,
we're good.
Now I'm gonna say this. I have Sean Strickland winning, and I think you do as well. I see you nodding your head.
Let me think. Sean Strickland is on like a 5-win winning streak.
I think more than that, if I'm being honest. I think maybe 6, but maybe.
Who was the last dude who beat Edmund Shabaez?
That was Derek Brunson, I believe, sir.
No. Between these two, I mean.
I don't remember.
Hold on, let me check. Edmund Shabaez. That was Jack Hermanson.
Remember Jack Hermanson was like the it guy for a little minute there. Like everybody's like dark horse. Like, man, this guy's gonna compete, man. After he beat Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah. But then he lost to fucking. But then he lost to Marvin Vettori, and then it was like,
Vettori might be the guy here, right? You know, that was the thing. But I think Strickland is the guy right now, man. I think he's on a good run right now. And real talk, man, I think after Whitaker, if Izzy takes care of Whitaker, which a lot of people think he will, I'm not 100%. Oh no, I'm tripping.
Wait, hold on. I don't know.
I was gonna say Sean Strickland could jump the line, but we got Cannonier versus Brunson, and I think Brunson takes care of business in 2 weeks. He's on the same Izzy Whitaker card, which that card is very nice. Very nice.
Nice little card Saturday.
I think if Brunson takes care of Cannonier, he gets Izzy. And I think if Strickland beats Hermanson, Strickland is one fight away.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
agree with both.
Strickland versus Paulo.
I don't think Paulo's staying in this division.
Right? Yeah,
I don't think he's staying in this division. I'm sorry. I don't think he has the.
Oh, you know what? Let's do if Strickland wins. Let's do Strickland Vettori.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, he just fought Hermanson. Then why not have him fight Strickland?
Yeah, those guys are gonna talk hella shit.
Well, one of them will try, and he's Italian, so he's not good at it. And he's very ugly too.
God, yeah, he's not a handsome guy, man.
He's not a handsome guy. He looks like roadkill. Like his face is just
very weird.
He looks like another face. He looks like just came out too.
Like a beat up pit bull, right? Like the singer pit bull, right? Not the actual pit bull, because pit. I mean, you know,
Mr. Mamma Mia.
I knew say something like that. Holy shit, man. Oh man. And that's it for this week, man.
Mr. Mamma Mia.
Mr. Mamma Mia. So
I'm hot. It's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yo, that's it for the week, boys and girls, man. JC's pointing at the socials. We gotta end on a high note. The show's not gonna get any better than that. It's not gonna get any better than that.
Yo, eyes open, bro. That's hilarious.
Shit. Thanks everybody for listening. Always appreciate it, man. You know, as you see, JC's got the hands up. You know, got the merch out. Look at him. Look a star, man. Thanks everybody for listening. As always, remember to click play, and always remember, keep your hands up.